Well, I'm not seeing my face here. I know it's in the camera, so let's hope that it's recording, and if not, we'll have to do this again. Hi, I'm Simone Skowronek, and I have not been here for about 6 months. It's been a whirlwind, a couple of months. Got 2 months on the mainland, which was pretty awesome. Got to meet my new grandson, Dominic. He was born actually last January 1st, last year's New Year's baby, so I was very excited to be able to see him. And the other 3, my goodness, they're all growing up so fast. It's kind of mixed feelings about being here in Hawaii as opposed to being with my family in Iowa, but, you know, what works for me best. I want to continue my passing on of information that I am learning. I'm a spiritualist. I believe my thoughts create my future, and the law of attraction type stuff. If you watched me in the very beginning, I always talked about the movie The Secret, how it changed my life, and how I've introduced it to many friends that are experiencing some really positive changes in their lives when they address them. Just a second. I'm in the middle of doing a video. Okay. All right. Anyway, where I live, everything's open, so it's really cool. So I just came by to say hi. Anyway, like I said in the beginning, the movie The Secret was very inspirational in helping me along this part of my journey of self-awareness, enlightenment. There's so many things going on the planet that you don't see in your daily news reports. That they don't share with you the fact that the sun is spewing all kinds of energy towards us. That there, just a few weeks ago, I don't recall, there was no sunspots on the sun. That was cause for concern. There's, again, the complexity of what's going on out there in the universe has a direct correlation with what's going on here. As above, so below. The energies out there that are created by the moon, by the planets, by the stars, by the asteroid belt, by everything that's out there impacts us. And for the most part, it impacts us emotionally. Those of us that are sensitive have probably been experiencing a lot of things to be sensitive about. A lot of turmoil, relationship issues, health issues, emotional issues, being unnaturally or not normally depressed or sad or feeling a lot of anguish. It's all part of other things that are going on that are not touched upon in mainstream society. I have to look for this kind of stuff, not because of what I do and the life that I lead. I know the places to look for that, and so also very aware of that. One of the things that I saw today that's really kind of blew my mind, I was on PayPal looking at my history, and I have some automatic accounts I needed to make some changes on. In managing my account, I see the list that says, my account, my money, my sale, my store, whatever, and then below that I see enter your passport number, and right below that enter your alien registration number. What the fuck? On PayPal? What relevancy does that have about anything? Well, let me just share a few things with you that you probably never even paid attention to. All those places, Facebook, Google+, um, eBay, all these places get your information, and we happily tell them where we live, give them our phone numbers, our email accounts, everything. Um, that's what I saw with the PayPal thing. It's like that's that's a monitoring situation. They're monitoring people. Um, when you put all your information into Facebook and Google Plus and all that, they're monitoring. Somebody is getting that information. I don't care what they say. That information is compiled and stuck in a database, and they're watching us. I guess some driver's license bureaus now are doing facial scans. That is also put into a database, and you know, all those cameras at the malls and the offices and the office buildings and on the streets, etc. All of that is all information gathered on us and stored somewhere, and somebody's reviewing it. They're looking for terrorists. It's the terrorists that are looking. They're giving us the impression that there's people out there. Terrorists is our government, by the way. I'll be getting into that. I'm back. I'll be getting into all of that. 911 is an inside job. I hate to break it to you guys. Our government coordinated those planes and those people flying into those buildings to be able to put in all of these different bills and stuff. I don't pay much attention to that because I don't want my energy going anywhere near that, but they can detain you just because they think you might be a terrorist, and they don't have to charge you with anything. What the fuck is that? I don't know if you realize this, but as we live in America, American citizens, and I am not, I am a registered alien, a resident alien, excuse me, we have rights under this Constitution, and those rights are slowly being chipped away little by little. I heard something recently about no refusal DUI checkpoints if you because if people have found out if you refuse the breathalyzer test that you have a better chance of getting away with this, or you know, not being charged with a drunk driving charge or whatever, something to that degree. Anyway, I heard somebody, heard it on YouTube, somebody, organization, whatever, that I listen to and trust their information. They related a situation where they have these sobriety checkpoints, no refusal, and they're actually taking blood. I did not take the time to Google that and research it anymore. I'm just passing this on. I heard that, and I will talk about it later at a later time after I've looked it up, because that to me is just, oh my goodness. Anyway, again, I don't like to give my energy too much to those kinds of things because it doesn't behoove me. There's, you know, what I can do about it is share it right here, and hopefully something comes out of it. There's so much. Again, with the program, with the television, and what they tell you on TV, I really don't know if you've paid much attention to what you're watching on these network news channels, CNN, Fox News. I don't even know them all. I haven't had cable in years, or TV for that matter. It's all propaganda. They want to keep you in fear. They want to keep you distracted with what's going on over here, who's doing what, the bad stuff. They want to keep you in fear, and I'm going to go into that too, about why they want to keep you in fear. It's our emotion that it literally feeds them. Anyway, that kind of mindset, that kind of fear, doesn't compel you to want to do better for yourself or to find out who you really are. There's so much more to us than just this body. This is nothing. This is like just a little tiny fraction of who we really are. There's so much more to us. You know, they say we don't use like 90% of our brain. Well, we have the potential to do that, and some of us do use a little bit more of our brain. Again, I'm getting distracted. There's no real news. That's just scary stuff they want to hear. You've got to get on the internet. You've got to find happy news. You've got to go to dailynews.com, places that there's actually news networks on the internet that concentrate on presenting happy news, good news, who's doing what in the world to better the world, to better themselves in order to better others, all that kind of stuff. It's all, we're all connected. We all want to. No, we don't all want to. I want to. We're all connected. I'll just leave it at that. And also, you know, getting back to the programming, to the what do you want to call that? Propaganda on the television. Look at all the reality shows. Do you really think Housewives of New Jersey or whatever is real? Housewives of Hollywood County or whatever are real? You can't believe that, right? I mean, I guess it does happen, but that's not, if that's what you want to aspire towards, really? And all these Dancing with the Stars and Who's Got Talent, all of these competitive things. Competition is not something that benefits us. Just do good for yourself. Fuck what everybody else thinks. You know, yeah, I know what somebody thinks might get you a flip, a record contract, but that's, again, there's a whole other week's worth of topics when we talk about the manipulation of the music industry and the manipulation of Hollywood upon us, people here on this planet. Man, so programmed to buy, me, consume. Let's see who's doing this week, who's doing what on the soap opera. Let's go see what all these stars, what they're doing. That's a distraction, a purposeful, thought-out distraction, because, you know, they've been programming us all along. They know how to get you, and they know that you're going to want to watch this stuff. Anyway, it's not to your benefit. It really isn't. Television is a manipulator, one of the worst manipulators, the media. Not all television is bad. Let me say that right now. Not all television is bad. I've watched many good programs on TV with lots of good information. And again, I know that it's censored. They're just going to tell you what they want you to see. You know, even like with Ancient Aliens and the UFO people, they're letting us know in their own little way. So just be aware. Just be aware. And your heart. Listen to your heart. If your heart says, "Ew, I don't like that," there's a reason for it. This is really who you are. This isn't who you are. This is where you've been programmed. This in your heart is who you truly are. I invite you to go to that spot, to go there and be with that part of you. That's where your inspiration comes from. That's where your intuition comes from. And trust me, part of that brain power we don't use is all about the intuition. There's so much more out here, right? You know, there's just so much more out there to tap into and to use and to have a great life because of all these great things we have available to us. Anyway, I'm going to cut this off. I got 15 minutes with YouTube. Love you guys, and we will do this again soon.